I'm Bet from Bet's Makes, and today we're going to be making an envelope that has a perforated opening, and that's so you can seal it firmly. Now this is just a small envelope we're going to be making, but as you'll notice, it has a pull tab that allows you to open the envelope by just pulling the tab, and it perfs and it'll automatically open. There's no more ripping or trying to get this bottom piece. And then of course you can have whatever you want inside that envelope. But it's this perf piece that we're going to be using today. Now I've just used one piece of cardstock, and it's a medium cardstock. I just use the regular paper I find from Michael's in the paper pads. It works extremely well. And of course you'll need the template from betsmakes.com. So let's move over into Design Space and let's start working on this card. Let's print it out and then let's put it together. So here we are in Design Space, and just to remind you, we're making a perf opening envelope. So first thing we want to do is go get our template. So I'm going to turn off the text here. I'm going to go to Upload, and we're going to go find our envelope, and I'm taking a look here. It doesn't display, so I'm going to come here to View All, and we're going to find our perf opening envelope, which should be quite easy to find. Here it is right here. It is called Envelope Perfed Opening. So you're looking for an SVG file. Now you can go over to betsmakes.com library to get the template. So I'm just going to click on it, and we're going to insert that image right into Design Space. Now it is set so that it fits on an 8.5 by 11 inch, but you can make this one bigger. I decided to make it smaller right away. So we have our score lines are all fixed up. We have two lines in the center here that are set to cut lines. So we want to make a change to those. Now you'll see that they're set for a basic cut. When I click on them here in the layers panel, once I have it clicked on, it will select it on the surface here. This is where I can make the change to exactly how I want that to be. So while it's selected, we're going to come up over here to Operations, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to change it to Perforate. Now you'll see it is changed in the Layers panel, and everything is still attached together. So I need to be able to go over to my maker now and make it. But first, before we do anything, let's save it. And this is going to be over to my June Makes this time, and this is a perfed opening envelope. Not very consistent with my names, but perfed. Maybe it wants two F's here. Let's see what happens. Doesn't like that either, but I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to click on Save. Now we're ready to go over and let's make this. And it looks like the card went separately from the other attached items. So let's go back. Let's highlight everything here, and let's attach it all together. For some reason, the other part wasn't attached in. So now it is. So let's resave it. Just take a second or two. And now let's go over and make it. Should go all on one mat. As you can see, it fits perfectly, and you only need a piece of paper that's just over 7 inches, and it is 11.5 inches wide, so it fits perfectly. So let's continue. Now for this particular project, you can pick anything you want. I generally go over to my medium cardstock. If you don't know what to pick, I'm just going to come over here. You can browse all materials and find exactly what you want. So I'm going to type in cardstock here. I just type in card, click on the search button, and then you can see there's all kinds of different cardstocks that I can have. A heavy, a glitter, corrugated cardboard is even in the list, but I'm going to go ahead with my medium cardstock. Click on Done. It is ready to go. It's asking me for the scoring wheel in the clamp, and then it will ask me to change out, and it says per blade. So it's got the perf blade right here, which is coming up next, and then the fine cut blade. So it's going to ask me to do these in order. So it's going to start off with the score. So we are ready to go. And I just have to put my scoring wheel in. And then I'll see you over at the demo table, and we will be able to put this together, and I'll show you a simple way to do this. So here we have our perfed envelope. I had shown you the one that I had made before. Now I'm just going to show you how to put this one together and put it together easily. We do have some folds. You just have to be very careful you don't touch your perf lines, because if you pull that apart, then you've kind of ruined how your card is going to be. So the first thing we want to do is just fold in the sides, and give those a nice little burnish. Hold them apart. I want to do the same thing with the bottom. Give it a nice little burnish. So now what I want to do is I want to glue the top part coming up, and I also want to make sure I catch my fold line for the rest of it. I'm not going to burnish it right at this point, but I just want to have it ready. What I'm going to use today is a double-sided tape, and that's just to hold the sides down. And I think I'll put it in the middle, and we'll just cut off a piece here. I have a pair of scissors. I'm going to do the same on this one. Little snip. Okay. I'm going to just take my weeding tool here, because this double-sided tape sometimes is hard to take apart. Let's just take it apart one at a time. Make sure we're going to get the top part perfect. Looks like this folded over a bit. I'll just move it down. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. Okay. So now we're just going to put the envelope together in this way. So now it's pretty solid together. You can put in a card, you can put in a gift of some sort. But now what we want to do is fold this down. And now I'm going to give it a burnish so it stays folded down. We do have our pull tabs here, so they can just rip open the card. So that means all I need to do is put a small piece of tape here to seal it down, or you could put a nice seal on the edge of it. For today, we are going to use our double-sided tape. I just have to find the edge of it. It's just right here. Put a piece right down there. Now this is going to seal it pretty solid. So you want to make sure whatever you're putting inside is going to be in there first before you seal it down. This is the last thing you want to do. So now just seal it down like this, and there you go. You've got your card, and it's got this little pull tab edge here, as you can see on this one. So all they have to do is just pull that off, and then they can open up their card. So this is a nice way to seal things, and people aren't scrambling around trying to undo an envelope. They can just pull the tab. So I hope you had fun putting that one together, and until next time, happy crafting.